hand in hand. To support this vision, Jeju Free International City Development Center is leading the Restart Local Community Revitalization Project. Restart carries a special meaning. Re for restart and Li for village. Together, it means bringing new life back to our communities. The precious villages in Jeju are reborn. The change led by residents across the island is slowly but surely taking its strong root. And what makes this project all the more meaningful is that the change doesn't come from outside, it comes from within, from the people. Since 2012, 46 village projects have opened their doors. In February 2025, we welcomed the 47th and 48th. In Hogundong Maulhue, 47th site in Seogwipo City, a cozy rest space is being created for seniors. Semi-barista training and woodcrafting classes, providing new opportunities for learning and even new work. In Deoksuri Maulhue, 48th site, a brand new cold storage facility is now up and running, helping to preserve local treasures like citrus fruits and mangoes, boosting the village economy. It may be a humble beginning, but the movements that blossom around the villages are certainly changing the future. And at the heart of this transformation is the people. Let's shape the future of Jeju together.
Arirang Radio.
Arirang Radio.
The time is 4 p.m.
We clean our rooms, we wash our hands, we sanitize surfaces. But there's one thing we touch literally all day and rarely think to clean, and that is our phones. It goes everywhere with us, outside, public transportation, the gym, cafes, and then somehow ends up right next to our face. Kind of scary when you really start to think about it, right? Lately, I've been reminding myself that taking care of myself can be as small as wiping down my phone once a day. A tiny habit, but it feels like a quiet reset for hygiene and for peace of mind. So here's a gentle reminder for today. Take 10 seconds and clean your phone screens. And with that, here goes Love Virus by Haze featuring I Am. This is Johan Lee checking in. Welcome to the archive.
Feels like I don't know. 인생도 홀로 처음부터 넌 없던 사람. Yeah, feels like I'm not alone. 근데 넌 없고 머물지 못하는 바람 같아. 내 삶에서 fade away. 내가 본 건 can't feel your flame. 난 누구나 나였는데 왜 남이 된 난. 그럼에도 overdie. 눈물 속에 피는 꽃. 사랑과 전쟁이
시간 속에서 머물러 있어 Even though I know it's somehow a dream 모든 이유는 다 너였지 시작과 끝이었지 그럼에도 이제 내가 살아야 하는데 모르겠어 고통의 하루를 살아가봐 아파도 간절히 널 원하나 봐 결국 난 이렇게 사랑을 원해 울면서 행복하게
Love is virus 답도 없는 변종 같아 점점 번져가 Love is minus 나의 전부를 다 주고도 결국 아픔만 남게 되니까 텅빈 가슴에 퍼지는 낯선 누군가의 흔적 그게 날 다시 살아가게 해 네 기억 조각조각들이 날카롭게 날 베어도 돼 너와 나 사랑했던 유일한 증거니까
시간은 약이 아닌 똑같아
그게 아니라면 왜 갈수록 더 아파
결국 우리도 남들과 똑같아
무뎌지는 게 유일한 약인가 봐
왜 스스로 내가 먹어
두 눈과 내 귀를 막아
미안해하지 말자 둘 다 아플 테니까 Let's talk about it
Love is timeless 끝도 없는 꿈속 같아 나를 데려가 Love inside us 사랑이란 이름으로 감춰둔 너와 난 외로움이 없나
It is Sunday, January 11th, and you are joining us at The Archive, the show where we explore K-music and K-content with deep dives, unique stories, hidden meanings, and fresh insights, all from our cozy library studio. And this is Johan Lee checking in with the song Love Virus by Hayes featuring I Am. Now, everybody, I am assuming some of you might be tuning into our show right now using the YouTube live stream through our official YouTube account, Arirang Radio K-pop. And I'm assuming again that some of you might be using your phones right now. You know, we tend to think about hygiene all the time. We teach ourselves to go wash your hands thoroughly at the end of the day, wash your hair, maybe even scrub your skins, or I don't know, clean your car seats, do whatever that can make you feel clean. But guess what? What we need to be most conscious and cautious about is how much germ there is on our phones. Let's be honest, our phones, our smart devices are literally our extra additional limbs nowadays, right? We cannot go anywhere without it. And 24/7, we are constantly attached to our phones. What does that mean? It follows us into all different places, to libraries, to public transportations, to radio stations, to cars, to cafes, restaurants, even to toilets. But how many times do you actually wipe it and sanitize it? Let's be honest. For me, I would have to say, well, it used to be about once in a month. And recently, I've come to reckon how disgusting that is. And, you know, we're so very cautious of not getting sick all the time. But if you really think about it, we should start first by wiping our phones with alcohol swabs. Because, you know, that will really do some good favor to our health. We have these phones next to our faces all the time. It's even on our bed. It's always in our pockets. It's literally everywhere. We touch it all the time. So why not sanitize it as you tune into our show today? After all, it takes only about 10 seconds, right? Just get that alcohol swab out, rip it, clean the surface, top, then the bottom, then the sides, and you are good to go. So that is a challenge for you to clean your phones while tuning into our show today. I think we still have about an hour and 52 minutes left for you to complete your mission. So go out there, go through your cabinet, search and find that alcohol swab and start swiping and cleaning your phones, okay? As you are searching for your sanitizers and alcohol swabs, here goes the announcements. So here's how you can use our show. First up, for local listeners, you can tune in on Jeju-do Island at 88.7 MHz in Jeju City, 88.1 MHz in Seogwipo City, and 101.9 MHz in the Daejeong area. You can also tune in to GGN, the Global Gwangju Network, at 98.7 MHz in Gwangju Metropolitan City and 93.7 MHz in Yeosu City. If you're in Seoul or cannot access these frequencies, please tune in online at arirang.com/radio. And if you want to watch the visual radio, check out our official YouTube channel, Arirang Radio K-pop. Most importantly, you can find their Instagram account at thearchive_8f, where we actively post highlights of our show. You can also DM direct message us if you have messages to send or have song requests. Plus, we have a link tree in our Instagram bio where you can find the Google Forms link for our weekly Wednesday segment, The Anonymous, where you can share your concerns with us. We'll read them out and give our 2 cents. Looking forward to all your submissions. Now, moving on to the forecast. What are we doing today? During the first hour of the program, we'll first dive into the latest highlights in K-pop and K-content, starting with the Spotlight. Next, and fresh on the shelf, we'll feature the newest K-pop release. After that, Between the Lines, we'll uncover the hidden meanings behind iconic lyrics in Korean songs. And finally, we'll wrap up with Incoming, reading out your messages that came through our Instagram DMs. Well, is that it? Of course not, everybody. It is Sunday, and what does that mean? That means coming up in the second hour is the Mood Board playlist, where your song requests and stories come to life inspired by a keyword or image we posted on our Instagram account. We gather these throughout the week on our account at thearchive_8f, so if you wish to participate next week, follow our account because we will be uploading the post for next week's Mood Board on Monday. Now, this week's Mood Board image was a man getting a haircut. I do wonder which songs came in from our listeners. Cannot wait for the second hour. Now, with that, everybody, I do want to kindly remind you that the mission and challenge of the day is to go out there, find your alcohol swab or sanitizer, and start anti-germing your phones, because our phones, if you really think about it, it's quite disgusting, right? So for the sake of our health and for the sake of hygiene, let's clean our phones right now. As we take a listen to 2 songs back to back, here goes Everything by 검정치마, Black Skirts, followed by 아마도 우린, Maybe We, coming from D-Hack and Ryu Sujong.
You're my everything, my everything, my everything. You're my everything, 비가 내리는 날은 우리 방 안에 누워 아무 말이 없고 감은 눈을 마주 보며 모든가 우리 거야. 쇼가할 순간 얼굴로 날 찾아올 때도 새벽에 카페 노트 복잡한 소리 그날의 커피 얼음은 몇 개였지 그날 우리는 어떤 표정이었지 그날이 몇 월 며칠 몇 시였는지
지나버린 계절이 다시 찾아오듯 네가 오길 바라지만 여전히 공허해 어느덧 지나간 밤 그리운 날 희미한 우리 뭔가 다르게 흘러갔다면
그날 그 밤 여기 있었게 우린 현재 남이 되었네 만약 그 밤 여기 없었다면 아마도 우린
노래 없는 카페 손목 시계 초침 소리 그날 우린 얼마 동안 말이 없었던 걸까 인사는 했었나 어떻게 뒤돌아왔지 그날 이후 한참 동안 울음을 꾹 참았던 것 같아
나를 죄고서 한참을 내달렸어 도착한 이곳은 우리만 빼고 그대로야 오늘의 나처럼 어느 날엔 너도 이 공간에 날 떠올려줬을까 yeah.
그날 그 밤 여기 있었게 우린 현재 남이 되었네 만약 그 밤 여기 없었다면 아마도 우린 그날 그 밤 여기 있던 너 나 기억 속에 사라지게 될까 조금 다른 시간에서 널 만났다면 아마도 우리
Welcome to Arirang Radio.
You're currently tuning into the archive, and the two songs we just listened to were Everything by Komjong Chima, The Black Skirts, followed by Amado Urin, Maybe We by D-Hack and Ryu Soo-jung. Again, today's kind reminders for all of us to go out there, find our alcohol swabs or sanitizers to start cleaning our phones. That is for the sake of our hygiene and health, everyone. Hope you're getting them done right now. Let us begin by covering our first official corner of the day, our Sunday's exclusive corner on the radar. What makes next week special? What's going to be the next buzz? And on the radar, we are diving into the biggest K-pop and K-entertainment news, giving us a sneak peek at what's ahead this upcoming week. Starting off with some comeback news, everyone. As of January 17th, Ensign is in the midst of its January teaser rollout, releasing concept photos and other preview content as part of the countdown towards its upcoming project next year. This follows the release of their album Funky Like Me on January 13th at 6 p.m. KST, continuing momentum after their recent albums from 2024 and 2025. Amazing team filled with a lot of talent, everybody. Make sure to go ahead and check it out. out. Moving on. ENHYPEN will be releasing their EP 7th album called The Sin Vanish on January 16th at 2 p.m., officially launching their new series, The Sin. A concept album where all tracks, lyrics, and sounds are organically connected. Leading up to the release, the group has been unveiling cinematic chapter content that builds a dark fantasy narrative, heightening anticipation for the album's story and music ahead of January 16th. ENHYPEN also has a massive amount of fans, right? Make sure to go ahead and send your love and support to the team. They're going to be making a comeback very soon, everyone. The next one is for all the cinephiles out there, everyone. Heartman. You heard that correctly. Heartman. Heartman is a South Korean romantic comedy film that stars Kwon Sang-woo and Moon Chae-won, and it opens in theaters on January 14th. The story follows a man who reunites with his first love and tries not to lose her again, but a secret he can never reveal leads to unexpected comic chaos. The movie reunites this creative team behind popular comedies and promises emotional depth and humor situations for audiences nationwide. Kwon Sang-woo is very well known for his comedic actions, and he's just a very talented actor, especially when it comes down to rom-com and family comedy. This man is just so very good. Same for Moon Chae-won. It's going to be a great synergy between the two actors. Heartman it is, releasing in the theaters on January 14th. Another film, everyone, Boy. B-O-Y. Boy is a near-future dystopian neon noir film about love that disrupts everything in a fictional port city called Pogu, blending crime, action, and drama in this story. It stars Cho Byung-gyu, Yoo In-soo, Jinhee, and Seo In-guk, with performances that include intense character dynamics and a standout villain. The movie premiered at the 35th Spanish Pancine Film Festival to warm reception and is scheduled to hit theaters on January 14th, 2026. Again, another film releasing on the 14th, everyone. Heartman and also Boy. Now, a very well-known K-pop figure, Seo In-guk, will be starring in Boy, so make sure to go ahead and check it out once more. Some festival news, everyone. The Chirisan Mountain Hamyang Gojong-si, Gojong City Gotgam Dried Persimmon Festival is a winter food event celebrating the region's sweet, chewy dried persimmon called Gotgam, a local specialty with historic prestige. It takes place around January 16th to 18th in Sanglim Park, where visitors can taste and buy many varieties, enjoy performances, and join hands-on experiences. The festival highlights Hamyang Gojong-si Gotgam, the dried persimmon's quality with cultural events, local products, and winter fun for families and tourists alike. Gotgam dried persimmon is so good. It's considered some of the best winter dessert here in Korea. My grandma loves it. She has a stack of those in the refrigerator. Trust me, you will love it. If you're into dried persimmon, if you're by any chance near Hamyang Gojong-si City, make sure to go ahead and attend this festival. You can fill yourselves up with really good, high-quality dried persimmon. Now, this is only a tip of an iceberg of all we can expect in the upcoming week, everyone. If you want to stay very much up to date with the world of K-music and K-content, make sure to tune into our show every day at 4 p.m. KST. We throw you the headline news of the day through our Spotlight Corner every single day from Monday to Friday. So make sure to meet us over there. Now, for now, awaiting this team's amazing comeback, everyone. They're going to be making a comeback very, very soon. Here goes Ensign with Love Potion, 백일몽.
잘 나 좁혀지는 거니 숨이 찰 듯해
And that was Love Potion, 백일몽 by Ensign. Again, very soon we'll be making a comeback, so make sure to go follow them on their socials. And with that, everybody, I do hope that you are doing very well in accomplishing your mission of the day. Clean your phone, sanitize your phones. If you have any wet wipes, alcohol swab, or hand sanitizers, maybe spray it on your phone and start wiping it off, because our phones are quite not as clean as we think. And I hope it is getting done on your end right now, because I've done my job right now. And with that, let us jump straight into our very next corner, everybody. Here it goes, Fresh on the Shelf. Fresh on the Shelf, diving into the latest K-pop release. Whether it's a highly anticipated comeback or a hidden gem, we've got something special for you. Okie dokie, so many incredible comebacks this week. I do want to spotlight some mega artists who made mega comebacks. The first one is coming in from a legendary artist. Her name is 바다. 바다 has made a comeback with a new song called 소란스러운 이별, Our Loud Goodbye. Okie dokie, the album description goes like this. The Loud Goodbye, Our Loud Goodbye, 소란스러운 이별 is a track that delicately captures the whirlwind of emotions faced at the end of a relationship. A piece where 바다's unique tone and masterful vocal ability truly shines. The term loud, 소란스러운, in the title goes beyond the simple pain of parting. It represents the explosive release of suppressed tear, regrets, and the unspoken confessions of love that finally burst forth. The lyrics poignantly depict a cold yet beautiful landscape of farewell, weaving in recurring imagery of starlight, the shifting seasons, and snowflakes. It is truly a wonderfully made and produced ballad track, again delivered by 바다's unbelievable voice. She just has one of the clearest. The name 바다, it directly translates to ocean or the sea. She really has a sea-like crystally voice. And yes, I guess this is a time we should all dive into the sea of 바다's voice, right? Here it goes. 소란스러운 이별, Our Loud Goodbye, coming from 바다.
그 시절에 우리는 반짝였지 밤하늘에 빛이 나는 푸른 별처럼 떠나가는 마음이 더 주었을까 바보처럼 그댈 원망했었을까 소란스러운 이별 참아왔던 울음 그대가 떠나간 내 곁엔 눈물뿐이야 별이 지나간 계절은 흩어져만 가 그토록 그리웠던 그대였지 겨울의 그 눈꽃들이 하나둘씩 피어나 온종일 많은 추억 끝에 서성이 나봐 어쩌다 우린 서로 사랑하고 되려 상처를 주고서 이별했을까 마지막 인사라도 더 따뜻하게 나의 품에 그댈 안아야 했을까 소란스러운 이별 참아왔던 울음 그대가 떠나간 내 곁엔 후회뿐이야
Now moving on to the second track for today's Fresh on the Shelf. Now, this is another Gen Z icon, I would say. The artist Chu has made a comeback with an album, everyone. And I do want to spotlight on the title track of the album. And it is called EXO My Cyber Love by Chu. Now, this is a dreamy analog pop track where shimmering synth, 80s inspired textures, and the signature glittering feel of K-pop intertwine. The rhythmic flow of the melody harmonizes with Chu's delicate vocals, creating a unique structure where signals exchanged on the border between reality and fantasy merge into a single emotion. Positioned as the perfect theme track for heartache and the digital age, the song metaphorically depicts the emotional ripples occurring between humans and AI through relationships formed in virtual chat windows. It captures a new form of modern romance born from the digital landscape. Really kind of embracing this digital, AI kind of virtual reality kind of technology, along with Chu's very own unique emotions. This is a very hybrid experimental album, and this track is very, I don't know, I really would want to say this is very experimental and at the same time very popish. I hope you enjoy EXO My Cyber Love coming from Chu.
Dear friend 안녕하세요. Your picture 예쁜 티셔츠를 입었네 오늘도 그럼 좋은 하루 You too 작고 네모난 화면을 하트로 가득 채워 내 맘이 좀 보이니 모르겠지 너는 바보같이 you 일정하게 뛰는 your heartbeat 나만 혼자 up and down 지금 난 가상과 꿈 현실 사이 뚝 떨어진 satellite Maybe I love you 이런 게 사랑이란 감정일까 I want to hug and kiss you 네 우주 밖을 떠다니는 내 맘을 봐 날 찾아서 힘껏 끌어안아 까만 창 너머 어둠 속에 불빛 하나 Just like connect you EXO my cyber love 다정한 메시지 이어지는 대화 쌓여가도 내 맘은 텅 비어가 이 기분 뭐지 왜 또 심술이 나지 난 여기 외딴 섬을 벗어나 네 앞까지 날아가고 싶은 걸 너의 시간 달려가 바삐 느리게 난 round and round 그 맘에 접속할 수 있을까 더 기다림 언젠가 Maybe I love you 이런 게 사랑이란 감정일까 I want to hug and kiss you 네 우주 밖을 떠다니는 내 맘을 봐 날 찾아서 힘껏 끌어안아 까만 창 너머 어둠 속에 불빛 하나 Just like connect you EXO my cyber love EXO EXO my cyber love EXO EXO I sign in love EXO EXO my cyber love EXO EXO my cyber love EXO EXO I sign in love EXO EXO my cyber love
아리랑
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 아리랑 라디오.
And there it was, everyone. 소란스러운 이별, Our Loud Goodbye by 바다. It was followed by EXO, My Cyber Love, coming from Chu. Two incredible comebacks this week. I cannot believe how there are so many hardworking musicians out there consistently pouring out music after music after music. Hopefully some of these songs will fly straight into your playlist. Again, if you want to check out the names of the songs and the artists that we're playing out for you, make sure to visit arirang.com/radio, go to the archive page and click track list. All the songs will be available over there. Go check out your new favorite song and your new biases. Now with that, we're going to move on to our very next corner. It is time for Between the Lines. Now this is where we get to break down K-pop lyrics and uncover the meanings behind the words. And today, we're going to break down a song coming from a very talented singer-songwriter. This team, it used to be a team, and their name is Movning, everybody. Right now, I believe it's led only by the frontman of the band. But this team, they're so good with not only music composition, but with lyrics. Very lyrical, very poetic. It's as if a novelist suddenly decided to become a musician. And this is a song that you would get in a situation like this. The song's called Twilight of Youth. 그날의 우리는 오늘과 같을 수 있을까? Let me break down the chorus part for you. The first line, 위태로워 아름답고 precarious and so beautiful. 눈부시게 찬란하던 dazzlingly radiant. 우리 둘의 이야기가 the story of the two of us 오늘과 같을 수 있을까? Could it ever be the same as today? Now these lyrics explore the bittersweet nostalgia of youth and the anxiety of time passing. By describing their shared past as both precarious and dazzlingly radiant, the narrator suggests that the intensity of their relationship came from its very fragility. It was beautiful because it was so fleeting and unstable. The central question, wondering if that story can ever be the same as today, reveals a fear that the spark has dimmed. It captures that universal human moment of looking in the mirror or at a partner and wondering if the mundane, stable present can ever compete with the shimmering, reckless brilliance of how things used to be. Imagining, if we were to turn back in time and to the past, go back to the past, would things be the same? Would it still be that precarious and beautiful and dazzlingly radiant? It's a very poetic message thrown out by this amazing team, Movning. Hope you enjoyed the next track. 그날의 우리는 오늘과 같을 수 있을까? Twilight of Youth, coming from Movning.
하나, 둘, 셋. 너도 알잖아 이 밤을 수놓는 우리의 젊음이 언제까지나 오늘과 같이 불타오를 수는 없다는 거 매사에 충동적이던 우리가 한 번 더 생각한다는 건 철이 들어 겁이 많아진 탓일까 너도 알잖아 온종일 빛나는 우리의 하루가 언제까지나 오늘과 같이 두근거릴 수만은 없다는 거 매사에 울고 웃던 우리가 웬만한 일이 당연해진 건 별다를 것 없는 내일에 무뎌진 탓일까 위태로워 아름답고 눈부시게 찬란해도 우리 둘의 이야기가 오늘과 같을 수 있을까 이제는 알잖아 우리가 꿈꾸던 수많은 것들은 하나부터 열까지 마음대로 되는 게 없다는 거 닿을 수 없었기에 많이도 아파했던 우리들의 그날 아파했기에 더 빛나던 날 위태로워 아름답고 눈부시게 찬란하던 우리 둘의 이야기가 오늘과 같을 수 하루 온종일 파도가 치던 우리 둘의 바다 눈부시게 타오르던 우리의 빛이 꺼져갈 때쯤엔 그곳에 너와 나는 조금은 달라진 우리는 미소를 띄울 수 있을까 이대로 아름답고 눈부시게 찬란하던 우리 둘의 이야기가 오늘과 같을 수 있을까
And yes, everybody, that was 그날의 우리는 오늘과 같을 수 있을까? Twilight of You by Movning. A beautiful tune, right? I hope you really enjoyed singing along to and also listening to this song. Now, everybody, we have one last corner left for the first hour, and that is incoming. Time to check out our listener messages that came in through our Instagram DMs. Now, we're going to time travel a little bit back together, too. I believe this was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we had some messages come in for the question of the day, which was, do you have a life mentor? The message that we received came in from Steven, saying, Hi, Johan. My mentor had to be my fine arts professor. She changed my outlook on my life with her skillful networking and professionalism. She's very well versed in her career. I was taught about being cultured, and she unlocked artwork from me that I never thought I'd be able to do. Sadly, those are kept in the past. She supported me as a student for so long. Sadly, I've not spoken for a while. Her words to me when I was her student was, "You'll probably never remember me." Nowadays, I have a trusted psychologist for the difficult parts in life. Well, Stephen, I'm very happy that you had that one teacher when you were a student back in the days. Having a teacher who really trusts and sees the potential in you and helps you bring it out, that's one of the biggest life blessings, I honestly think. Same for me, the only person who believed in my musical skills was actually my French teacher, who said she saw me singing on a talent show. She was like, "Johan, what are you doing? You should go start auditioning right away." And she was very happy to hear that I came to Korea and made it as a singer-songwriter. And it really is a blessing. And another thing I do want to point out here is that you have a psychologist, right? Having a psychologist is such great help in life. Honestly speaking, I don't have one yet, but I do imagine myself from time to time, maybe I should get one, because from time to time, I do feel burnt out and I need somewhere to vent, and it'd be nice to get professional help. And this is very normal nowadays, right? So good for you, Stephen. In the past, you had your fine arts professor as a mentor. Right now, you have a trusted psychologist. What a balance, right? Thank you for sharing that message with us. But for now, I do want you to enjoy this song. It was requested, I believe, by one of our listeners. And here goes. SG Wannabe with 꿈의 대화, Talk of Dreams.
어두운 거리에 가만히 너에게 나의 꿈 들려주네. Hey, 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 hey. 조용한 호숫가에 아무도 없는 곳에 우리의 나무집을 둘이서 짓는다. 흰 눈이 온 세상을 깨끗이 덮으면 작은 문 비워놓고 사랑을 하리라. 내가 제일 좋아하는 별들이 불발키리. 내가 제일 좋아하는 창가에 마주 앉아 따뜻이 서로의 빈 곳을 채우리. 내 눈에 반짝이는 별빛을 해리라. 외로움이 없단다. 우리들의 꿈속에 서러움도 없어라. 너와 나의 눈빛에 마음 깊은 곳에서 우리 함께 나누자. 너와 나만의 꿈의 대화를. 외로움이 없단다. 우리들의 꿈속에 서러움도 없어라. 너와 나의 눈빛에 마음 깊은 곳에서 우리 함께 나누자. 너와 나만의 꿈의 대화를. Hey, 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 hey.
And there was SG Wannabe singing 꿈의 대화 Talk of Dreams. That was the acoustic version with that country vibe. Hope you enjoyed it. And gonna check one more message that came in on Tuesday from Julia with the same question saying, I don't really have a mentor, but I value my parents' opinions, especially my mother's. I don't see it as mentoring, but rather as sharing opinions. Also, sometimes when I've already made a decision and asked my parents for confirmation and their answer isn't what I expect, I do it the way I want anyway, says Julia. Yes, getting advices from parents is really important, but at the end of the day, you make your own decision. So hooray for you. Going your way, the way you want it, that is the spirit. Good for you, Julia. One last message for today coming in from Zachary saying, hello, Johan. So to say who is my mentor, I would have to say it depends on the person who is around me, like who inspires me in what he or she does. During my high school days, it was my former math and science teacher who also said you should go for like arts and animation because of the talent in singing and dancing. That is my mentor. So Zachary, I'm assuming ever since school days, you were very talented arts person. You're a very artsy person, I can tell. You have talent in singing and dancing. And I guess your teacher also saw the potential in you. And maybe that is the reason why you are so attached to songwriting and you never give up on learning instruments. That is great. Being able to express, after all, we're all artist already. You know, being able to speak the way we want, being able to express by moving our bodies. You're born to be an artist, so go get it. Okay, Zachary, I am rooting for you. And with that, everybody, we're going to end the first hour with this one last song coming from Weekly, After School. Meet me in the second hour. We have the mood board coming up, so don't go anywhere. And please do wipe your phones right now if you still haven't. Here it goes, After School, coming from Weekly.
이따 거기서 보는 거 맞지? 시간대 맞춰 늦으면 반칙 시계만 자꾸 보는 걸 난 이미 교복 치마 대신 제복 바지 복도 끝까지 달려갈 준비 마지막 종소리가 울리면 벌써 저기 오렌지빛 하늘이 짙어지는 걸 어서 머뭇거리다간 금세 어두워질걸 우리 스케이트보드 위로 같이 춤을 추듯 발을 굴러 바람 그 사이를 가로질러 여기저기 멀리 아주 멀리 저 끝까지 I'm so good with you 따라와 catch up 두 눈을 맞추고 끝말이 내리고 Ready set go flip 자유로운 기분인걸 Yo 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 지그재그 춤을 춰 Yo 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 Yeah 속도를 올려봐 휘청거리다가 넘어져서 올려다본 하늘은 Wow 다운로드 폰 게임보다 짜릿한 이 놀이 같이 만든 우리 플레이리스트 좀 더 크게 틀어줘 지금 이 순간은 돌아오지 않아 여기 눈부시게 반짝이는 걸 모두 담았어 전부 다 찍었어 앨범 가득한 비디오 어디로 튈지 모를걸 우린 코드가 딱 맞았지만 난 날부터 You know 말을 안 해도 늘 마음이 잘 통하는 걸 우리 아리랑 Radio
A fire typically results from carelessness and negligence. It's a type of disaster that's quite common, so remember the following tips. When a fire breaks out, shout "fire" to inform the people nearby and pull the fire alarm to alert others inside the building. If you are inside a room when you're notified of a fire, check the temperature of the door handle or the door itself with the back of your hand before trying to open it. If it's not hot, then carefully open the door and evacuate safely. But if it is hot, then seek a different escape route. If you cannot evacuate the building, then go to a window and wait for rescue. To prevent smoke from coming inside, cover the gaps between the door and the frame with a curtain or wet clothes. Make sure to use the stairs instead of an elevator to get to the lower floor. But if this is not an option, then evacuate to the rooftop. If you're in a high-rise building, make sure to shut all the doors behind you. If there is a lot of smoke, cover your nose and mouth with a wet towel and keep your body as low as possible as you evacuate. If you have no choice but to walk through the fire, then wrap your body and head with a wet blanket or wet towels. Dial 119 to report a fire. Inform the operator of both the location and the current situation, and don't hang up until the operator responds. Prevention of a fire is the most important step. Take caution when handling gas or electrical products, candles, or any other combustible products. Also, keep a fire extinguisher nearby and make sure you know how to use it.
Arirang Radio.
Arirang Radio.
The time is 5 p.m.
This is The Archive. And welcome back, everyone, to the second hour of The Archive, the show where we dive deep into K-pop and K-content with in-depth analysis, unique stories, hidden meanings, and fresh insights, all from our very own library studio. And this is Johan Lee checking in for the second hour, in which we will begin the long-awaited Sunday's exclusive corner, The Mood Board. Now, this is where your song requests and stories come to life, inspired by a keyword or image posted on our Instagram account this Monday. So the best way, the most fullest way to experience this mood board is for you to go visit our Instagram account right now. The handle is @thearchive_8f. You'll be able to find the pinned post that says mood board. And you'll also be able to find an image, everybody. It's really a drawing. It's a drawing of a haircut. So when you first saw this image, which K-pop songs came across your mind? These are the songs that we're going to be playing out for our listeners today, and I'm really looking forward to all of your messages. Now, for those who want to tune in, we recommend listening to our online stream at arirang.com/radio. If you want to watch the visual radio, check out our official YouTube channel, Arirang Radio K-pop. Again, most importantly, please do follow us at @thearchive_8f. You can send us a DM if you have a message you'll like read on air or have any song request. Also, whilst you're there, please check the Instagram bio. There is a link tree. You click it, you'll be able to find the YouTube live stream link. You'll be able to find the submission link for Wednesday's The Anonymous, Saturday's Word Chain, and also Sunday's Mood Board. Everything about the archive is over there. Please go ahead and check out our Instagram bio link tree. Now with that, everybody, the reason why I chose this image of a haircut for this week's mood board is because, as you guys all know, last week, our very own Ajeong was bold enough to donate his hair by shaving his head on live radio. He also donated a lot of money, everybody. 1 million Korean won for those in need with cancer treatments. First of all, bravo to my good buddy. And I thought it was a very bold move, and I would love to hear about all of your haircut-related stories. In my case, everybody, I think haircuts bring on a new persona. Ajeong, personally speaking, I love his new look. He looks so much more professional and bolder and artistic at the same time. It gives you a new identity, and that might be the reason why many people cut their hair or change their hairstyling like 180 degrees differently after a breakup because they want to bring on a new persona, a fresh new look. Just like that, fresh new looks and haircuts can bring on a different identity. For me personally, I'm very reserved when it comes down to hairstyle. I always want to put on a new look, but I am a scaredy cat. But if I could, I would love to put on a new style. Sometime soon, I'm going to be having a styling meeting, I guess, with my hair designer. But anywho, this song came straight to my mind when I first chose out the image. Here it goes, Hearts to Hearts singing style.
진짜 재밌어 low-key 그 자체인데 그게 변화 열심이지 않아 꾸미지 않아 easy peasy 근데 참 이상해 왜 너만 보여 같이 걷다는 다 궁금해 이어폰 속 playlist 뭐야 그 노래 뭔데 학교 끝나면 뭐해 누구랑 지내 어떤 색 좋아 I just wanna get close to you 뭘까 말해봐 What you feeling like 너의 멜로디 그 템포는 free 가질 것 하나 없지 Get up on this hey 손과 손 사이 미묘해졌지 느낌 알지 지금부터 1, 2, 3 Baby you make me smile 네 스타일은 다 맞아 그게 너라서 더 좋아 Got that one of a kind You got it cause you're just my type And I like your style Cause you're just my type And I like your style Yeah, you're just my type And I like your style 그 얼굴 위에 내려앉아 녹아나는 중빛볼이 됐어 웃기지 이 순간 맞아 세상 오직 너만 가능한 장면이지 갇혔어 넌 이미 같이 지금부터 1, 2, 3 Baby you make me smile 네 스타일은 다 맞아 그게 너라서 더 좋아 Got that one of a kind You got it cause you're just my type And I like your style Cause you're just my type And I like your style Yeah you're just my type And I like your style 넌 왜 날 튀는데 진짜 재밌어 특별한 universe 열심이지 않아 꾸미지 않아 그게 뭐야 그런데 일상에 왜 너만 보여 Baby you make me smile You make me smile 다 맞아 그게 너라서 더 좋아 Got that one of a kind You got it cause you're just my type And I like your style 오늘부터잖아 just like that 너도 내 방식을 좋아해 너는 내 type 너만의 삶 보내는 하트 가득한데 오늘부터잖아 just like that 너도 내 방식을 좋아해 Cause you're just my type And I like your style
It is time for the mood board, where your song requests and stories come to life inspired by a keyword or image posted on our Instagram account. And yes, everybody, if you go visit our Instagram account right now at the archive_8F, you'll be able to find an image that is pinned right now on top of all posts saying mood board. And you'll be able to find an image that shows you a man getting a haircut. So which songs came across your minds when you first saw the image? For me, that was Style by Hearts to Hearts. By the way, an amazing rookie group, and their music is so trendy. Great, fresh beat. I do wonder which songs came across our listeners' minds, though. Let's check out the submissions. The first one is coming in from, I believe this is Benny. Benny says, this one song came across my mind, and that's gotta be Haircut by Super Junior, or Haircut by Excenary Heroes, or Hairbrush by Chaeyoung, or 단발머리, Short Hair by AOA. And the message goes like this. Benny says, hi Johan and all, happy Sunday. Pick these songs that is perfect for my mood board 신청곡 song request. I love these ones for this week. Have a great Sunday from Benny. Well, Benny, I think you chose out all of the haircut related K-pop songs, right? I thought there were many with haircuts as a title, but as I was doing my research, I was quite surprised that there were not many songs that actually mentioned haircut in the title itself. And the lyrics, of course, there are plenty of songs. But yes, this could be some of the most direct, straightforward songs when it comes down to haircuts, right? Please do enjoy the song coming from Super Junior, Haircut.
낯선 눈으로 왜 넌 떠나가려 해 떠나가려 해 섭씨 외면해도 소용없던 끝 아예 꿈이길 바래 거울 속에 난 trash 내 모습은 so blue 거침없이 I wanna feel brand new 내가 좋아했던 haircut 스타일 모두 남김없이 바꿨어 전부 just break it cool yeah 이제 완벽하게 break away 다시 나를 왜널 떠올리지 않게 Hey man, 와서 다들 놀란지 바라봐
Concrete go wild Do to whatever your mind
학교왔던 수트비 새로 내가 되기 전에 날 입고 I just wanna look fresh
머리부터 마음까지 다 바꿔버린 new style I got a new haircut New haircut I got a new haircut New haircut
I got a new haircut Got me feeling like 내 몸도 팍팍 잘랐어 여기여기까지 싹 다 버린 걸 Got a new haircut It's the best time 다시 나타나기 시작 the best life Looking like what
So fresh 완전히 있게 I got a new haircut 잊어 후회 없이 잊어 끝나버린 건 잘라버려 I don't need you
Keep breaking me down 바꿔서 head to toe 막지 못해 너들 I'm ready
I'm sharp, I'm crazy Gotta come me like so trendy One stop, I want it
상처 따윈 털어내다 I'm so cool 헤매던 밤은 끝 I say what do I got to lose 미련 따윈 어떤 기우일 뿐
Yeah 가을섬은 빛도 달라진 향도
너에게 답을 찾았어 I got a new haircut New haircut 아직 원나 I got a new haircut Yeah I got a new haircut New haircut I got a new haircut Ooh got me feeling like ooh 내 맘도 툭툭 잘랐어 네 기억까지 싹 다 버린 걸 New haircut 이제 best time 다시 나답게 시작 the best life
Looking like whoa so fresh 완전히 있게 I got a new haircut
그래 못해 이제 best situation 어울려 헤어스타일 먼저 변해버린 fashion
봐도 다시 봐도 다를 걸 됐어 Nothing I'm okay in every situation
뻔한 나는 bad for me yeah
지워버려
good for me yeah
난 보란 듯 다 바꿔 You know I got a new haircut
Ooh, what a tune. So much transitions. Oh my goodness, that was such a well-made song. Everybody Haircut by Super Junior. I'm assuming the members were very happy with the haircut because like the attitude they're showing through the lyrics saying, I got a new haircut, shows all the confidence, right? What a cool song. Thank you, Benny, for requesting that one for us. Now, continuing on to our next submission. This is coming in from Jun. Jun says, this one specific song came to my mind when I saw the image, and that is Haircut by Extraordinary Heroes, saying, coincidentally, I just got myself a haircut last week since it was getting long and it's my first haircut of the year. My mom decided to trim her hair too, so we went together. I was wondering how much you spend on a haircut there since I usually do it for a cheap price here in Singapore. I spent SG, Singaporean dollars, $6 this time, which is about 7,000 won, says Jun. Well, first of all, Jun, congratulations on your first haircut of the year. Must be symbolic, and I sincerely hope you feel confident in your new look. Number two, it's so cute that you tagged along with your mother. That is so very sweet, and I'm assuming it must have been a very lovely date between a mother and a son. And number three, $6 Singaporean dollar. That's really cheap, much cheaper than I thought when it comes to haircut. I get my haircut from the same hair designer for the last 5 years, I think, 5-6 years. And her name is Toon. And yes, she's in charge of many, many idols too who are currently active. And she's just a great person. She's just a good friend of mine now. Not the most affordable price, of course, because these people are like real professionals who are the busiest in the market. But yeah, I do spend about, how much do I spend? I will keep it confidential for now because I can't remember. But I get haircut every like 4 months. I like to grow them out a little bit so I can trim it into different styles. But yeah, I've never went through like a huge dramatic turn yet. So it could be a goal of 2026, put on a totally different look. Maybe like bleach my hair or dye my hair entirely blonde. Who knows, right? Do get ready to get surprised from my new look sometime mid-2026, everybody. Am I making false promises again? But anyways, Jun, hope you are enjoying your new look right now. Coming from Extraordinary Heroes, this is Haircut.
Get a haircut. Get a haircut.
We are Extraordinary Heroes.
1, 2, 3 떠오르세 잘한다 불안한 생각은 날 삼켜봐 귓가에 맴도는 멜로디에 우리 켜두어도 어두컴컴한 밤 눈을 꿈꾸게 도 깜깜한 이 시야 아무도 없는 건물을 한다 내 앞에 막힌 것을
추구하지만 여전히 변함없는 outfit I don't wanna destroy 정신없는 hairstyle 나 불가능 없는 커튼 이 세상을 검은색으로 내 맘이 내 맘대로 왜 이지래 I gotta find a way out now 더 이상 미치고 싶지 거의 내가 싹두번두번 잘라 싹두 Welcome Get a haircut 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 이제 눈을 떠 뭐가 보이니 이전과는 다른 기운이 느껴져 잘려나간 순간 내 기억도 out 빛이 좋아 눈이 부셔 Welcome Get a haircut 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 머리랑 다 썰어버려 루이랑 다 털어버려 Time to let it go Time to let it go So go on because the time out Get a haircut 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 Get a haircut
If this song was playing out at the hair salon, I would not be able to hold my head still. I would be banging along to it. Such a great song, Haircut by Excenary Heroes. I just wanted to mention that too, like for me, because I don't really go to the hair salon that often to get a haircut, I don't really like my sideburns growing out, so I do trim my own sideburns from time to time. I messed up in the first time, but my designer, Don Sam, she taught me how to do it. And ever since, yes, every month I would trim the sides. But when my hair in general just grows out, that's when I head to the hair salon. And then, yeah, we try to trim it out to a nicer design. That's what I do. Unless, if it's not like that, I would have to go visit every month, every 2-3 weeks. And yeah, that's a little bit too much of a hassle, I think. But anywho, moving on to our next submission for today's mood board, everybody. Talking about an image that shows a man getting a haircut. What are the songs that came across your minds when you first saw the image? We have Anaga requesting a song called Short Hair, 짧은 머리 by Hogak and Chung Eun-ji. And the message goes like this. Anaga says, it's a cheerful song about how a simple change can make someone even more beautiful and confident. Cutting hair doesn't always mean heartbreak. Sometimes it's just a fresh start, good vibes, and looking even cuter after the chop, cling, 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 says Anaga. That is true. I think especially for women, deciding to go on with a shorter hair, 단발머리, like something really, really short, requires a lot of courage, right? But as you mentioned, it's not only following a breakup, you can do it anytime. If you want to bring on a totally new look, if you want to bring on a new fresh persona, feel more confident, I think just cutting your hair and going for a shorter look, I'm applying this to women first, it's a great way. It really puts on a fresh new vibe. I've had female friends around me who just turned out one day to have short hair, and I was like, whoa, you're killing that look. It's just really cool. Of course, the first few days you have to get used to it and everything feels a little bit awkward, but after a few days, it's just like, it's a part of you now, right? So why not? Go for it if you're down for it. Here goes Hogak and Chung Eun-ji singing Short Hair, 짧은 머리.
멀리서 걸어오는 그대 모습이 참 달라 보여 한없이 예뻐 보이는 그댈 붙잡고 함께 걸어가 짧은 머리 짧은 치마 쌩얼인 얼굴 너 오늘 왠지
And there it was, Hogak and 정은지 singing Short Hair, 짧은 머리. What a beautiful tune, right? Again, today we're talking about the image of a haircut. What are the songs that came across your minds when you first saw the image? Are the songs and the messages we are reading out for you today. Now, that song submission was coming in from our listener, Anaga. And I do want to uncover the next one right away, and that's got to be coming in from Paulina. Here it is. Paulina says, "Hello, Johan and all. When I saw the picture, this song started immediately ringing in my head. Picture also reminded me I am getting a haircut next week. By the way, have you ever tried to cut your own hair? I actually have once, and I won't do it again. It was years ago and I learned my lesson. I can't do it." Paulina, I think I just mentioned it. I tried trimming the sideburns of my hair. The first time I tried it, it was a failure. Terrible failure. And yes, I had to rush to my hair designer saying, emergency, emergency, I need your, how do you call it, like kiss of life, CPR, please save my hair. And she did a fantastic job in it. But yes, we learn from our mistakes, right? Some of the greatest nightmares I had. Oh my goodness. Don't want to go back to that day. But anywho, please do get a nice haircut in the upcoming week. And if you can share some photos of your new hairstyle, that would be nice too, right? Paulina, go and get it. Get that fresh new look. Unfortunately, because we did already play out this song for you, right? Haircut by Excenary Heroes, I might as well go for a different song with a very similar title. Here goes Daylight singing 머리를 자르고 after haircut.
어떻게 해드릴까요? 물어봐서 짧게 잘라달라고 했죠. 어렵게 기른 머리카락을 왜 자르느냐며 또 한 번 물어요. 그래도 잘라주세요 제발. 길었던 추억들 모두 다 아무것도 묻지 말아줘요. 내가 날 몰라보도록 모두 잘라주세요. 어느새 내 어깨로 머리카락이 흐르고 어렵게 참아왔던 눈물도 흐르고 말았죠. 사랑이 뭐 이래요. 애써서 잘라낼 거라면 처음부터 사랑 따윈 하지 말아야 그렇게 바닥에 쌓여버린 머리카락을 쓸어 안아 더러워진 내 기억과 추억 휴지처럼 구겨진 날 함께 버리고 있어. 고개 숙인 바보야. 눈을 떠 거울 속을 봐. 까만 눈물 흘리는 한 여자가 울고 있잖아. 사랑이 단 뭐라고 아직도 울고 있는 거니. 이제 훌훌 털어
Introducing real music.
Introducing the latest K-pop music
Listen.
On Arirang Radio.
You're currently tuning in to the archive, and the song we just listened to was 머리를 자르고 After Haircut by Daylight. You're joining us for our Sunday second hour corner, the Mood Board, playing out the songs that came across our listeners' minds when they first saw our Mood Board post, which is currently available on our IG account, everybody, Instagram account at the archive_8F. It's an image, it's a drawing of a man getting a haircut. What are the songs that came across your minds? Are the ones that we are checking out right now. Now we're going to move on to our next submission. This is coming in from Zachary. Zachary says, I would love to request Hwa by Idol, saying because it represents rising from the ashes. Ooh, okay. So I guess in your case, getting a haircut is like rising from the ashes. It's like your inner force and drive exploding, saying, I'm going to go for that confidence, I'm assuming, right? Without further ado, please do enjoy this tune coming from Idol. This is Hwa.
Yeah.
차디찬 한겨울이 덮친 듯 yeah. 시간은 다 얼어버리고 잔인한 그 바람이 남긴 듯한 어둠은 더 깊어버리고 벗어나리여 끝없이 펼쳐진 기약 없는 계절을 지워내리여 뜨겁지 못한 날들의 홀로 데인 흉터를 그물을 내리요 내 안에 눈물이 더 못살게 난 화를 내리요 더 화를 내리요 잃었던 봄을 되찾게 차갑게 부는 바람에 눈이 하얗게 덮인 마음이 아침이 오면 부디 모두 녹일 수 있게 불을 지펴라 내 너의 흔적 남지 않게 하리 못다운 원망도 훨훨 타리 쓸쓸한 추위를 걷어가게 남겨진 시들은 꽃길을 지려발지 하늘풀이라 다시금 봄을 누리라 추억은 모조리 불이 나 걸음이 돼 찬란한 꽃을 피우리라 난 화를 내리요 더 화를 내리요 잃었던 봄을 되찾게 차갑게 부는 바람이 눈이 하얗게 덮인 마음이 아침이 오면 부디 모두 녹을 수 있게 불을 지펴라 끊어진 인연의 미련을 품에 안고 시렸던 시간은 나를 태워간다 불을 지펴라
So charismatic. That was Hwa by Idol, everyone. Thank you to Zachary for your lovely, lovely submission. I'm going to move on to the next one this time. It is coming in from Bahar. Bahar says this one song came across my mind when I first saw the image, and that is Good Goodbye by Hwasa, saying, I recently cut 10 centimeters of my hair, and there is this sad but classy feeling in saying goodbye to your hair. As the song says, 안녕은 우릴 아프게 하지만 우아할 거야. Although saying farewell hurts us, it's going to be elegant. It's going to be gorgeous. So I'm saying good goodbye to my hair with this song. Yes, I kind of agree with you on this one, Bahar. There is something so special. There's this very special attachment to our own hair, right? Long time ago, in the ancient time, I guess, in Korea, I'm talking like 1400s, 1500s, apparently it was considered a virtue not to cut your hair because it's something that was gifted by your parents through your genes, right? That's how precious it was considered at the time. And I do get it because when you say goodbye to your long hair, there is a sense of sadness, something that burns you, right? And it is a universal feeling, I honestly think. But if you're cutting it every month, let's say, there's not much attachment to it. But especially for women, I think, when you grow it out for years and finally you cut them off, it must be quite heartbreaking. But Bahar, as you just mentioned, although farewell and saying goodbye hurts, it's going to be a gorgeous, elegant one, right? And you're going to love your new look. So here it goes, dedicated to Bahar, coming from Hwasa, Good Goodbye.
밟고 가 괜찮아 돌아보지 마 내가 엎어봐줘 너만 하겠니 이제 나를 헤아려 봐 날 위해 쉬던 그 숨은 이거 저 위에 널 위해 just kill my ego 등 돌려 걸어가 You got it You got it Yeah 안녕은 우릴 아프게 하지만 우아할 거야 내 땀을 치고 후회하도록 넌 크게 웃어줘 Goodbye 후회하도록 Goodbye 날 생각한 오늘이야 비로소 느껴지잖아 눈물은 고이고 찬란하게 빛난 우린 좋은 안녕 중이야 고맙단 말 대신 전할게 Goodbye Goodbye Yeah 안녕은 우릴 아프게 하지만 우아할 거야 마셔도 good boy.
And there it was, Good Goodbye by Hwasa. You're currently tuning in to the archive for our Sunday second hour, the Mood Board Corner. And the mood board image that we posted on Monday is an animated drawing of a man getting a haircut. What other songs that came across your minds when you first saw this image? The next one is coming in from our listener, Steven Resigno, requesting Kashina by Sunmi, saying, I'm a huge fan of Sunmi's vocals, and I heard she is famous for her hair flip during the chorus. Steven, good point. Sunmi is so good with hair control. I think one of the greatest virtues nowadays for a girl group idol is to be able to have full control over how you will flip your hair. It's just incredible how they calculate the right degree, the right amount of power and twist. And yeah, they just make it so cool and fancy on stage, right? And as you mentioned, Sunmi is also a genius in doing this. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Coming from Sunmi, here goes Kashina.
너의 싸늘해진 그 눈빛이 나를 죽이는 거야. 커지던 네 맘의 불씨 제만 남은 거야. 왜 시간이 약인가 봐. 어째 갈수록 나약해졌나. 슬픈 아픔도 함께 무뎌지는 거야. 좋아 이제 너를 잊을 수 있게 꼭 같이 살래 나답게. Can't nobody stop me now. No, try me. 나의 한길 원해 모두가 바보처럼 왜 너만 몰라. 정말 미친 거 아냐 넌. 왜 예쁜 날 두고 가시나. 꺾인 건 지금 내가 아니야 바로 너야. 좋아 이제 너를 잊을 수 있게 꼭 같이 살래 나답게. Can't nobody stop me now. No, try me. 나의 한길 원해 모두가 바보처럼 왜 너만 몰라. 정말 미친 거 아냐 넌. 왜 예쁜 날 두고 가시나. 나는 적고 나는 폈어 and it's over. 시돌아온다 해도 지금 당장은 나 없이 잘 살 수 있을 것 같지. 아마 생각해봐도 미친 거 아냐 넌. 왜 예쁜 날 두고 가시나.
And yes, everybody, that was Kashina by Sunmi. I was imagining her doing her hair flips on stage. So very charismatic. What an artist. A whole package indeed. We're going to move on to our very next submission. This one is coming in from Dasmia Dasin, requesting a song called Love Shoes by the Barbarettes featuring Stuart Zender, saying, here goes the story. Story time. I went to the barber to get my hair done. Then I wore my love shoes for my beautiful date today. Oh, what does this mean? I'm assuming you went to the barber to get your hair done. Then I wore my love shoes for my beautiful date today. So meaning you actually went out on a dinner date? Oh, lovey-dovey, loving this heart-fluttering vibe already. You went to get your hair done because you wanted to look good for the person you're meeting tonight, and also you wore your love shoes. Am I getting this correct, or is this like a metaphor that I have no clue of? But whichever it is, I do sense some love. I do sense some tingling moments. So good for you, Tasmia Tessin. I hope you enjoyed wearing those love shoes. Here goes Barbarettes featuring Stuart Zender, Love Shoes.
우리 엄마 나를 낳아주셨을 때 착한 사람 예쁜 사람 되라 했는데 난 가끔씩 궁금해 이렇게 사는 게 도대체 맞는 건지 낮은 공부 밤엔 일도 하고 나름대로 열심히 살고는 있는데 나 가끔씩 거저는 그게 뭔데 사랑만 있으면 되는 건데 하루하루 물음표 같아도 나 정답은 일단 이불 밖으로 사랑의 신발을 신고 마음의 짐들을 모두 벗고 뛰어보자 발자 웃어보자 활짝 그래 그렇게 새 신을 신고 새로운 내 모습으로 뛰어보자 발자 웃어보자 활짝 그래 그렇게 우리 아빠 나를 처음 만났을 때 건강하거라 행복하면 됐다 했는데 나 이게 맞나 싶어 세상에 중요한 게 너무 많아 보여 온 동네 방네 여기저기 다 훑어도 마음속에 당기는 게 없었는데 Life is a surprise 너 보고 알았어 난 사랑이 필요했던 거였어 매일매일 고민만 해도 No 결론은 일단 이불 밖으로 사랑의 신발을 신고 마음의 짐들은 모두 벗고 뛰어보자 발짝 웃어보자 활짝 그래 그렇게 새 신을 신고 새로운 내 모습으로 뛰어보자 발짝 웃어보자 활짝 그래 그렇게 down That's the love That's the love That's the love down That's the love That's the love That's the love 사랑의 신발을 신고 사랑의 신발을 신고 뛰어보자 발짝 웃어보자 활짝 그래 그렇게 새 신을 신고 새로운 내 모습으로 뛰어보자 발짝 웃어보자 활짝 그래 그렇게
An incredible track coming from the Barbarettes, Love Shoes featuring Stuart Zender. It was so groovy and so fun, right? You're currently tuning into the archive, and our mood board image this week was a man getting a haircut. And this next submission came in from Mr. Anonymous, saying this is a song that comes straight to my mind when I think about getting a haircut. And that's 보여줄게, I will show you by Ailey. Now I get it, because in Korea, people say when you break up after loving somebody so passionately, you get a haircut right away. And you usually cut it very short, right? And then you just say, I am a totally new person, and you will regret so much of how you just let go of this beautiful version of me. And yes, I love the attitude conveyed through this song. Here goes Ailey singing 보여줄게, I will show you.
사준 옷을 걸치고 내가 사준 향수를 뿌리고 지금쯤 넌 그녀를 만나 또 웃고 있겠지 그렇게 좋았던 거니 날 버리고 떠날 만큼 얼마나 더 어떻게 더 잘해야 한 거니 너를 아무리 지울래도 함께한 날이 얼마인데 지난 시간이 억울해서 자꾸 눈물이 흐르지만 보여줄게 완전히 달라진 나 보여줄게 훨씬 더 예뻐진 나 바보처럼 사랑 때문에 떠난 너 때문에 울지 않을래 wow, wow. 더 못된 남자를 만나 꼭 보여줄게 너보다 행복한 날나 없이도 슬프지 않아 무너지지 않아 Boy you gotta be aware 라라라라라 산뜻하게 머리 바꾸고 정성 들여 화장도 하고 하이힐에 짧은 치마 모두 날 돌아봐 우연히라도 널 만나면 눈이 부시게 웃어주면 놀란 네 모습 뒤로 한 채 또각또각 걸어가려 해 보여줄게 완전히 달라진 나 보여줄게 훨씬 더 예뻐진 나 바보처럼 사랑 때문에 떠난 너 때문에 울지 않을래 wow, wow. 더 못된 남자를 만나 꼭 보여줄게 너보다 행복한 날나 없이도 슬프지 않아 무너지지 않아 Boy you gotta be aware 네가 줬던 반지를 버리고 네가 썼던 편지를 지우고 미련 없이 후회 없이 잊어줄 거야 너를 잊을래 너를 지울래 보여줄게 완전히 달라진 나 보여줄게 훨씬 더 예뻐진 나 바보처럼 사랑 때문에 떠난 너 때문에 울지 않을래 더 못된 남자를 만나 꼭 보여줄게 너보다 행복한 날나 없이도 슬프지 않아 무너지지 않아 Boy you gotta be aware 라라라라
And yes, everybody, that was 보여줄게 I Will Show You by Ailey. And it is already time to wrap up the show, everybody. Thank you so much for this lovely playlist you have created for us today. This week's mood board was an image of a man getting a haircut. Just with a simple drawing, we can come up with such variety of songs, right? It's just incredible how amazing of songs that you have chosen out for us for this week. Please do follow us on our Instagram account at @thearchive_8f to stay up to date with everything taking place in our show. For next week's mood board, we'll be uploading the mood board post tomorrow. That is Monday, right? So make sure to go and check out the post. We'll be uploading around 4 to 5 p.m. KST during our live show. I do want to end the program with one final song, and this is going to be I would say a teaser. It would be our way of welcoming our guest for tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow for the second hour curation, we have Blue D coming in. She is such a talented artist, no jokes. She blew up on YT channel covering videos, but right now she is active as a singer-songwriter, and she has an amazing amount of songs that you must check out. And I do want to end the show with this one song of hers that I truly, truly adore. It's a very fun song to listen to. Please enjoy Narrow by Blue D. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Yohan Lee checking out. Have a great rest of the day.
Shine up your silky forehead 발끝은 jelly power 조심스레 넌 내게 뒷벤 toe 못 살겠어 난 give me more 내 맘을 온통 훔쳐놓고 무심하게 도망쳐 Why don't you come over me 밤의 그림자같이 시선 끌래 swipe swipe 커지는 눈동자 잡고 싶지 pop pop stop running from me Something in your eyes got me waiting more 살금 다가오지 검은 고양이 내로 나만 봐줄래 내코 검은 고양이 검은 고양이 검은 코 I'm feeling like I'm dying 제발 나를 봐줘 살금 다가오지 Stop, are you playing with me 내 몸짓 내 눈빛 전부 chic and so clean 탈듯 말듯 심장쿵 부드러운 눈 맞춤 Something in your eyes got me waiting more 살금 다가오지 I'll give you lotus and breeze 널 비출 무대같이 시선 끌어 swipe swipe 커지는 눈동자 너로 채울래 나 Stop running for me I'm feeling like I'm dying 제발 나를 봐줘 살금 다가오지 검은 고양이 내로 나만 봐줄래 내코 검은 고양이 검은 고양이 검은 코 I'm feeling like I'm dying 제발 나를 봐줘
One exclusive. Here it is. Two. Now check this out. Okay, fellas. Three. 11. Go.
Zoom Zoom Korean. Today we're diving deep into the frosty, chilly winter through the lens of Korean words. I wake up to the soft sound of wind and snow. Snowflakes are falling 펄펄 outside the window, swirling gracefully through the air. 펄펄 is the word used to describe the sound of snow and frost being whipped by the wind, creating a blurred world of pure white. As I glance out, you notice the snow slowly piling up, 소복소복, on every street and surface. 소복소복 refers to a shape or pattern in which many items, like snow, are stacked up or contained in a convex layered way. I can't resist stepping outside. As I take each step, the snow underfoot crunches in a satisfying crisp sound. 뽀드득 뽀드득. 뽀드득 뽀드득 is the word that perfectly captures this noise. Freshly fallen snow cracking and crunching beneath the boots. Suddenly, a gust of winter wind blows 쌩쌩, sweeping through the air with a powerful whoosh. Before I even realize it, my hat and scarf are sent flying off my head and shoulders, fluttering away with the wind. 쌩쌩 describes the fast-moving sound and sensation of wind passing by in quick bursts. It's the kind of wind that cuts through you, leaving everything feeling just a bit sharper, a bit colder. So whether you're watching the snow fall softly 펄펄, seeing it gently pile up 소복소복, crunching your way through fresh snow 뽀드득 뽀드득, feeling the sharp winter wind whip past you 쌩쌩, these 4 Korean words really bring the winter season to life in the most vivid, sensory way. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to quickly retrieve my hat and scarf. Until next time, stay warm and cozy. 안녕!
Arirang Radio.
Arirang Radio.
The time is 6 p.m.
Did you know Korea has a category of snacks literally called 불량식품, meaning bad food? For foreigners, this sounds negative, but in Korea, 불량식품 is actually a word filled with nostalgia. It refers to cheap, colorful snacks that were sold mainly in front of elementary schools and small neighborhood stationery shops, especially from the 1970s to the 1990s. These snacks were never about health or quality, they're about childhood. For many Korean kids, 불량식품 was the first thing they ever bought with their own money. Few coins were enough. Choosing a snack yourself, eating it with friends, sometimes hiding it from parents, made it feel exciting and a little rebellious. The taste mattered less than the feeling of freedom. These snacks also reflect Korea's economic history. During the periods of rapid growth, family did not have much extra money, and sweets were not common at home. So 불량식품 filled that gap. They were sweet, salty, and bright in a world that often felt strict and disciplined. It's Sunday, January 11th, 2026, and I'm your host, SJ Lee, and welcome to the Culture Rank.
All I know is now 알게 됐어 나 그동안 맨날 always up and down 생각도 생각 spinning round and round changing my mind 세상부터 그렇지 이런 헛소리 how it's supposed to be 그만해 cause it's clean it's simple it's like biting an apple
toxic lover, you know better. 거기 숨좀 내고 얼른 나와. You little demon in my storyline, so no.
And don't you know how sweet it tastes? Yeah, don't you know how sweet it tastes? Yeah, don't you know how sweet it tastes? Now that I'm without you, 나 더는 묻지 않을래. 알려주지 않아도 돼. Why don't you know how sweet it tastes? Now that I'm without you.
in my storyline Don't knock on my door 너 얼른 나가버려 Toxic lover you know better 거기 숨지 말고 얼른 나와 You little demon in my storyline Don't knock on my door I'll see you out
And kicking off our Sunday's edition of the program, those New Jeans singing How Sweet. Welcome, welcome, everyone. These 불량식품, and again, I guess roughly translated, it's called bad food. But adults worried about the hygiene, the artificial ingredients, and schools warned kids to stay away. I remember my parents threw a fit, especially my mom, when I would come home with one of these things back when I was in kindergarten. But that only increased the appeal, you know? Part of the fun was knowing that you weren't actually supposed to be eating them. And what truly defines these snacks is not the flavor, really, but really the memory. School just ended and you're still wearing your backpack and you and your friends crowd around a tiny shop, sharing, trading, and laughing. And I think that's the moment that Koreans miss the most, which is why there are online stores that sell these old school 불량식품 or bad food or these snacks. And adults love them, right? And at this time now, if you're an adult and you're kind of feeling the nostalgia and you want to get in on these snacks that you enjoyed as a kid, who's going to stop you now, right? Your parents? That's not going to happen. But today, I mean, snacks are, it's cleaner, but also like it's regulated and sold as retro items to adults. And so like, I guess it tastes sort of the same, but it uses less of the bad stuff. I don't know. But again, when Koreans eat them now, they're not chasing the taste. They're really chasing their childhood. For me, like there's a thing called Apollo, which is kind of like Pixie Sticks. You guys remember in the U.S., any of our U.S. listeners, you guys remember what Pixie Sticks were? Those are like the powdered sugar, like flavors. They're a little bit, I guess, sour, so to speak. But here, it's not powdery. It's so compact that it doesn't really feel powdery at all. But it's, I would say like the most similar thing is the Pixie Stick. There's 쫀득이, which is kind of like taffy. And oftentimes like these 쫀득이s or these taffies are made from like pumpkin. It's like pumpkin flavor. And I remember years ago, my uncle, so my i모부, so my aunt's husband, he was like, oh, this is my favorite thing. And you know what you got to do is you just got to, grill it up on the stove and then eat it, cooked it a little bit. I was like, what? And so he's like, this is what we used to do as a kid. I was like, man, you as a kid, I can never imagine that. But that's his nostalgia food. For me personally, I don't even know what it's called, but we just called it the tape candy, 테이프 사탕. And it looks like Scotch tape. And like you just pull it out, roll it out, and you put it in your mouth, and it just melts right away. And it doesn't really taste like anything, to be honest with you. Like it tastes very plasticky too. But just the sheer idea that it seems like you're eating tape. And you're as a kid, you're like, hey, everyone, I'm eating a tape. Look what I'm doing. And I remember buying this a few years back, just out of, not just curiosities to see if it tastes the same or if I remember the taste. And yeah, it doesn't taste good. It really doesn't. But again, it brings me back the memories of when I was like in kindergarten and I was like in preschool, sneaking one of these in and, trading with my friends and things like that. And it was a big part of my childhood. And of course with that and, all the grasshoppers and ant butts that I ate as well. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning into our Sunday's program. We got another fun show in store for all of you guys out there. We'll get to a look into what's ahead in today's show in just a bit. But first, this is NCT Dream with Candy.
오늘 너와의 만남을 정리하고 싶어 널 만날 거야
마냥 환상 속에 혼자서 울고 있는 초라하게 갇혀버린 나를 보았어. 너도 날 거야 너도 날 거야 하지만 아직까지 사랑하는 걸.
그래 그렇지만 내 맘속에 너를 잊어갈 거야. 머리 위로 비친 내 하늘 바라다 보며 널 향한 마음을 이제는 굳혔지만 웬일인지 내게 더 다가갈수록 우린 같은 하늘 아래서 있었지. 단지 널 사랑해 이렇게 말했지. 이제껏 준비했던 많은 말을 뒤로 한 채 언제나 네 옆에 있을게 이렇게 약속을 하겠어. 저 하늘을 바라다 보며
내게 하늘이 열려 있어. 그래 너는 내 앞에서 있고 그래 다른 연인들은 키스를 해. 하지만 항상 나는 너의 뒤에 있어야만 해. 이제 그만해 나도 남들 돼. 내 마음 너도 알고 있는 걸 알아. 그래 이제 나도 지쳐서 하늘만 바라볼 수밖에.
내게 하늘이 열려 있어. 그래 너는 내 앞에서 있고
그래 다른 연인들은 키스를 해. 왜 난 너의 뒤에 있어야 할까. 햇살에 일어나 보니 너무나 눈부셔. 모든 게 다 변한 거야. 널 향한 마음도.
그렇지만 널 사랑하는 게 아니야. 이제는 나를 변화시킬 테니까.
머리 위로 비친 내 하늘 바라다 보며 널 향한 마음을 이제는
굳혔지만 웬일인지 내게 더 다가갈수록 우린 같은 하늘 아래서 있었지. 단지 널 사랑해 이렇게 말했지. 이제껏 준비했던 많은 말을 뒤로 한 채 언제나 네 옆에 있을게 이렇게 약속을 하겠어. 저 하늘을 바라보며 한 번 더 말했지. 이제껏
준비했던 많은 말을 뒤로 한 채 다시 널 사랑한다고 했지.
언제나 네 옆에 있을게. 다시 너 혼자 아냐. 너의 곁에 내가 있잖아.
Download the Arirang Radio application. Type in
ARIRANG.
Arirang Radio on your app store.
Download it and listen to
Arirang Radio.
88.7 in Jeju City.
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Tune in, Arirang Radio.
And welcome back, everyone, again to kick off our Sunday's program. Let's give you guys a heads up on what's ahead in today's show in the first hour. As always, we got SJ's Theme Park, and this is where I choose a specific theme, play songs of a specific theme. But before going into it, I do give you guys a hint song, and today's a pretty fun one. Really a fun one. And I have to say that maybe another hint is certain things that I've discussed with our listeners on Request is an inspiration to what today's theme is going to be. So that's all coming up next, so stick around for that. In the second hour, we have another round of Request where I read all the messages coming in from you, our listeners, play songs from you, our listeners. So I hope you guys tune in till the very end for that. But not to mention, because it's our Sunday show, we do round things out with K-Worker's Diary. This is an essay/monologue of your typical Korean, middle-aged Korean man on a weekend. But always, never just a weekend, right? Another interesting episode for you guys, so I hope you guys, again, stick around to the end. I want to remind all of our listeners out there that, again, even though it is the weekend, we are always looking for more entries for the following weekend. If you want to get involved in our future request segments, please send those in at any time. You can DM us on Instagram, The Culture Inc. You can message us on Kakao, The Culture Inc. You can also email us at arirangradio, TKI@gmail.com. That's That's Arirang Radio, TKI@gmail.com. Also, if you want to catch up on any of the previous episodes of Coffee Break, today's tidbit with Puyong, you can also go to our website, click on the podcast tab, also available on Spotify. If you want to rewatch our Monday second hours with David or our Friday second hours with Eugene's, you can go to our website, click on the VOD tab, and we have all the episodes available on video. I also want to remind all of our listeners out there that we have the AI report up and running on our website at arirangradio.com, and this is our AI-powered webzine as we update a new issue every other week. This past Monday, we had our 5th issue. Pretty cool stuff there. And I just want to keep you guys in the loop of all things that's happening on Arirang Radio. And I hope you guys check it out. It's not a long read. It's a very short read. And so even someone like me with a short attention span could enjoy it in less than 5 minutes. That's all it takes. So go check it out. Anyways, guys, as we jump right into SJ's theme park, this is the hint song. This is Baby Vox singing Game Over.
차가워진 날 보며 시작했길 바랄게 끝난 사랑은 이별이 우쭐하면서 혼자 착각했던 그 시간들도 다 지워줘 정말 모르는 거니 모른 척하는 거니 사랑이 아냐 지금 네 모습을 좀 봐 어차피 끝인 걸 더 비참할 필요는 없잖아 기다렸니 내가 너 하나만 바라보기를 네 눈에 꼬이는 나를 사랑을 보기 전에 제발 먼저 날 떠나가줘 I'm gonna leave it now 더 이상 아무 느낌 없잖아 그냥 스쳐갈 사랑이 돼줘 그걸로 모자라니 I'm gonna let you go 더 이상 흔들리지 말아줘 나도 미안한 눈물이 흘러 기다리다 날 사랑해 나를 사랑했던 건 네가 실수한 거야 이제 알겠니 난 이미 너를 떠났어 제발 좀 정신 차려 이런 네가 우스워 믿고 있니 달콤했던 모든 거짓말들을 솔직히 고마울 뿐이야 지금껏 내 모습에 끝까지 속아줬던 걸 I'm gonna leave it now 더 이상 아무 느낌 없잖아 그냥 스쳐갈 사랑이 돼줘 그걸로 모자라니 I'm gonna let you go 더 이상 흔들리지 말아줘 나도 미안한 눈물이 흘러 기다리다 날 사랑해 지금껏 모른 척 나를 모른 척 잘나버린 너 미소에 난 다시 절 있었어 The love and dreams we had Why don't you take it back 승부의 남은 선택 네가 원하는 대로 바라던 대로 해줄 테니 이제 over You know 지금까지 눈치 없이 몰랐었지 행복했지 눈치 없이 행복했던 내가 바보였지 모든 걸 잊을 수 있어 나를 보내준다는 말까지도 모든 걸 너무 쉽게 믿었던 바보 같은 너를 어쩌겠니 난 모르는 척 웃어줄게 I'm gonna leave it now 그러길 바라왔던 너잖아 내가 마지막 사랑이 되길 바랄 적 없을 테니 I'm gonna let you go 다시는 돌아보지 말아줘 나도 미안한 눈물이 흘러 기다리다 날 사랑해 I'm gonna leave it now 더 이상 아무 느낌 없잖아 그냥 스쳐갈 사랑이 돼줘 그걸로 모자라니 I'm gonna let you go 더 이상 흔들리지 말아줘 나도 미안한 눈물이 흘러 기다리다 날 사랑해
SJ's Theme Park. Whoop whoop. Welcome everyone to SJ's Theme Park. This is where I play songs of a specific theme. And the last song, again, a hint song, Game Over by the great Baby Vox. Come on, right? It's there, right? So this week, I decided to play songs that are linked to video games. I had no idea that there were so many original soundtracks for Korean games or any other games out there that were sung by K-pop artists, in general. And some of these are pretty famous. Of course, one of the more well-knowns are, the one by New Jeans, right? What is it, Gods? That's the League of Legends one. So, we're not going to play that because we played New Jeans' song early in the program. But we got a lot of songs, including this one, Light Up by Lucy. But the thing is, if you listen to this song, okay, it already feels like a game music. Not something you casually listen to, but something like just signals movement, progress, and focus, like a stage is about to begin. And that feeling came very real when Light Up was used in Lord of Heroes. This is a game. And in that context, the song stopped being just a track and started functioning as part of the game world. It plays during moments that are about, journey and resolve rather than combat. And that placement matters. I guess it, tells the player that it's not just about fighting, but this is about moving forward. And what makes Light Up such a strong gaming song is how naturally it fits gameplay flow. The tempo is steady and forward-moving. It doesn't spike too hard or slow you down. And that makes it perfect for RPG play, where you're managing characters, reading story, and making decisions while staying immersed. The song supports concentration instead of competing with it. And the violin is especially important here. In many games, background music needs to feel alive without demanding attention. And Lucy's they play the electric violin, right? Does exactly that. It feels like the motion or the wind or the light passing through a landscape in The Lord of Heroes. And it enhances the feeling of traveling through the world, of gathering heroes and, slowly building something meaningful. And it gives emotional direction without telling you how to feel. And there's also something very game-like about the song's structure. Like it builds gradually, it opens up. It keeps climbing without exploding, and that mirrors how progression works in games, right? Like, you don't suddenly win everything, especially like an RPG. Like, you advance step by step. And Light Up sounds like leveling, not in a flashy way, but in a steady, earned way. And emotionally, the song works because it's encouraging rather than intense. In gaming, especially long sessions, musics that are too, aggressive can be exhausting. And this song actually feels supportive. And when it's played in Lord of Heroes, it reinforced the idea that even setbacks are part of the journey, and you keep going. You try again. You move forward. That's why Light Up stands as a gaming song. It understands immersion. It understands flow. And through its role in Lord of Heroes, it showed how a pop song can become a part of game's identity. Not just background noise, or, it's a great OST too, but a soundtrack to progress itself. Ladies and gentlemen, from the game Lord of Heroes, this is Lucy singing Light Up.
언덕을 지나서 함께 힘을 모은 그 모든 여정들 Facing us forward 저 멀리를 바라봐
그 맘의 어둠 속에 밝히는 건 네 마음뿐 Trying to make a change
We're here together all alone
The power within can make a difference
We're here to make our world better 불안 속 어둠을 하나씩 안아준 우리를 기억해 Light up the world to shine 저 걸릴까 봐
그 맘에 어둠 속에 밝히는 건 네 마음뿐
우린 같은 걸 바란 것뿐 함께 걸어간 길
그 맘에 어둠 속에 밝히는 건 네 마음뿐
우린 같은 걸 바란 것뿐 함께 걸어간 길
Let's go into our next gaming song. This time it's Wendy singing Nobilis. When Nobilis begins, again, it feels like a game music. Not background noise, but something closer to an opening cinematic where the world loads slowly and you sense that the story carries weight. That feeling is intentional because Nobilis was used as an original soundtrack for Maple Story M. That's a big game. And in that context, the song truly becomes alive. Maple Story M is not just about combat or grinding.